Today, I talk about the extremely embarrassing story of how I almost became an advocate on record, and then, by a small foolishness of mine, I have hopefully, I've only delayed it, and it's not going to be a complete debacle. So, 2019 June, I write the exam. The preparation started several months prior, and of course, the actual effort to become an AOR started more than a year prior. Because, for those who do not know, if you wish to be an advocate on record in the Supreme Court of India, you must have a minimum of 5 years of practice as an advocate and also 1 year of practice as an associate or as a junior with an advocate on record already established at the Supreme Court of India. So, after 4 years of practice, I gave my certificate along with my senior AOR certificate stating that I have commenced my traineeship with the AOR, and after completion of that 1 year period, me and my AOR both again gave another letter to the Supreme Court as is mandated procedure saying that that 1 year period has completed and now I am eligible for the AOR exam. There are 4 exams for becoming an AOR. One is practice and procedure, one is leading cases, one is drafting, and the fourth one is legal ethics. Now, I had an aspiration to become an advocate on record for a really long time because of the fact that I have done a lot of matters at the Supreme Court, and I've had on a lot of occasions a lot of matters come to me where I had to go to another advocate on record to do the filing for me. As an advocate on record, there are several benefits of having the filings done in your own name. There are no impediments in doing filings, and so these are the reasons basically why I wanted to become an AOR. In fact, this video is also because of the fact that a lot of people on a lot of occasions have asked me that what should they do if they want to become an advocate on record at the Supreme Court of India. Now, I was talking about how to become an AOR for a very long time. I spoke with other advocates on record. You would read the syllabus on several months prior, and I would like to think I gave it my best shot, except for this little debacle. Everyone said focus on legal ethics because that is one paper where everyone makes a mess. Everyone also said that drafting you need to be very, very precise with the timing, and so I focused on attempting my drafts that way as well. I basically followed the advice of every person out there, and part of that advice was that leading cases is one exam where you don't need to put in a lot of effort because they give you the head notes as well, and that is precisely, as you can imagine, where the bungle up happened. I prepared extensively for all the other exams, the 3 of them. I prepared perfectly for drafting, for legal ethics, for practice and procedure, and passed them with flying colors. When the result was released almost 8 months later, I realized that despite it being an open book exam, I failed the leading cases exam by 4 marks. And as luck would have it, 2020, the year when the result was released, I believe it was a couple of days, I don't remember the days, I think it was a couple of days after the lockdown happened. But I think so around whatever the date was, in the month of March 2020, the result was released. And I was hopeful that in June 2020, I will give the exam, clear it, and hopefully become an advocate on record at that point of time. However, the exam was postponed. Now, very, very recently, just about a week ago, they have again notified the holding of the AOR exam. So I have now again dug out all my prior notes. I need to only this time give only the leading cases exam, and hopefully I will be able to cover up those 4 marks. Of course, I will have to get that minimum 50 marks. There is this whole thing where you have to have a minimum of 60 overall and a minimum of 50 marks in every exam. My marks in the other exams was decent enough, so much so that I just need to get a 50 this time and I'll be good to go. But I wanted to share this with some of you, hopefully, who might be watching, who might be attempting the exam. Do not make the mistake that I did. For those of you who will be attempting this in the future, again, do not make this mistake. Actually, my friends at LawSikho also came up with this course on how to become an advocate on record. But from 10th to 12th of April 2020, they are holding a 3-day boot camp where they are going to be talking about in depth about how to become an advocate on record, what are the benefits of becoming an advocate on record, and can you be an advocate on record if you stay outside of Delhi, which is again a question that a lot of people ask me. What is the benefit? How do I go about it? How do I do it if I'm outside of Delhi? This is not a sponsored post. In fact, I'm always speaking such good words about LawSikho all the time because of the fact that I enjoy the company of my friends at LawSikho, but more importantly, I'm also a student of one of the courses of LawSikho, and from time to time, whatever good stuff they come out with, I partake in as a student as well. In fact, when I spoke with Ramanuj about it, and he told me that there is this boot camp that they're offering, I said that I would love to be a part of it, and because I am going to be sitting in it and I am making a video on AOR, I thought I'll mention this as well. I will post a link of the thing that they had shared with me in one of these groups that I'm a member of in the description box below, so that anyone else who is interested in either cracking the AOR exam this year, or who is also interested and who keeps bugging me and asking me about the AOR exam, you can also sign up, and I'm sure that they'll have much more knowledge to give in a more structured way than I ever could when it comes to the advocate on record exam. Hopefully, just hopefully, this time when I sit for the leading cases exam, I'll be able to clear it. I'll be able to get the 50 marks necessary and then become an advocate on record and have the filings done in my own name instead of asking my friends who are advocates on record to do the filings in my name. See you on the other side.